Putting on a WWE show is possibly the most complex entertainment logistics operation in the world, because it combines the precision of a rock concert with the storytelling of a movie set and the physical demands of an elite sport. Before a single truck arrives in the city where the event will take place, there have been months of planning from the offices in Stamford, Connecticut. Future superstars, make yourselves comfortable because now I'll stop talking and today I'll show you how WWE shows are made. The first thing is planning and timing. The WWE logistics department maps out routes to minimize fuel costs and time. WWE usually operates in loops. For example, if Raw is in New York on Monday, then SmackDown on Friday will be in a nearby city like Philadelphia. They gradually move away from the city and continue advancing across the map of the United States. Weeks before the show, engineers visit. They need the arena to measure the load capacity of the roof, since they need to see if the rigging can be installed, which is used to hang the lights and screens, which can weigh up to 50 tons, so they have to make sure the building can support it. If we're talking about the logistical deployment, it's necessary to mention that for a televised show like Raw or SmackDown, WWE moves between 20 and 30 18-wheel trucks. Just to mention the most important trucks, we could say there's the production truck, which has mobile units with 4K technology switchers and sound consoles. There are also the structure trucks, which are responsible for carrying the ring, the security barriers, and the entrance ramps. On the other hand, the lighting truck is also important since it transports hundreds of moving lights, lasers, and spotlights. There's also the truck that transports the modular panels that carry the Titantron and the side screens of the ring. Last but not least, there's also the pyrotechnics truck, which transports controlled explosive equipment as well as the carbon monoxide, two systems, so they can be programmed. And for many, the most important truck is the satellite truck. In fact, there isn't just one, but two, since WWE always has a backup truck for the satellite signal, in case the main truck fails due to the weather. When the day of the event arrives, the setup crew usually starts working at 6 in the morning that same day or even days before. If we're talking about a premium event, the panel that goes on the ceiling is the first thing that's done. Cables are thrown from the ceiling beams to hang the lighting structure and the sound system. This defines the space for the ring, then they continue with assembling the ring. Contrary to popular belief, the ring is not an inflatable toy or a trampoline. It's a work of engineering designed to absorb heavy impacts, but at the same time, it's also firm enough to run on. The base is a structure made of high-strength steel beams, and in the center, there's a main support post. Interestingly, under the center of the ring, there's an empty space that acts as a resonance box, making the hits sound more dramatic. On top of the steel, about 20 to 30 pine wood planks are placed. Wood is preferred over metal because it has a natural flexibility that absorbs some of the impact energy. A high-density foam is used, about 5 to 10 centimeters thick. It's not soft like a bed. It's firm so that the wrestlers can run without sinking in, but elastic enough to prevent instant fractures when they fall. The ropes aren't made of rubber, they're braided steel cables wrapped in foam and tape. Each rope weighs more than 40 kilos and is tightened with hydraulic tensioners that can withstand tons of pressure. While the ring is being set up, another team takes care of the set and the backstage, or what we used to know as the gorilla position, for the set. Kilometers of fiber optic cables are installed. In the locker room area, specific zones are created, like catering, a full banquet capable of feeding 200 people. There's also the medical room, which has doctors on duty, physical therapists, and an emergency team. And also the most important room for some, the writer's room, where last-minute adjustments are made to the show's script. For many, the heart of the show is the setup of the gorilla position, named after Gorilla Monsoon. It's the area right behind the entrance screen where Triple H or the director in charge sits with multiple monitors. From here, the timing, entrance music, and instructions to the referees are controlled through hidden earpieces. It's the meeting point between technical logistics and creative execution. The wrestlers also have a time when they can go out into the empty arena to rehearse their entrances, or in the ring, the wrestlers practice specific moves. Likewise, the writers hand out the final versions of the script to each superstar to explain what will be done in the show. When the doors open, the security team must be ready, as well as the workers from the logistics truck for merchandise sales. Once the show is over and everything goes well, it's time for the loadout, or as we call it, the teardown. This starts immediately as soon as the show ends. In less than 3 or 4 hours, everything you saw on television is taken apart, packed into the trucks, and the arena is cleaned. Many wrestlers travel that same night to the next city in rental cars, while the technical crew sleeps on buses. Bed to start again at 6 in the morning in another location. But WWE not only has one team working for their next show, they actually have a double team. And that's because WWE often has 2 sets of stages traveling across the country simultaneously, so that one can be set up while the other is still in use. To avoid live blackouts, WWE usually brings their own industrial power generators so they don't have to rely entirely on the arenas or the city's power grid. This started just a few years ago to prevent the power from going out during a live show. Just like what happened in an episode of Raw in 2006, where the show lost power just minutes in. Just to mention a few facts, WWE trucks travel more than 80,000 kilometers a year, and more than 15 kilometers of fiber optic and copper cables are laid out for each event. WWE has between 150 and 250 permanent workers who travel on tour with the company, plus about 100 local workers hired in each city. WWE is like a traveling city that never sleeps. It's a ballet of engineers, carpenters, pyrotechnicians, and athletes who make something that is extremely dangerous and expensive look easy.